What's going on, everyone? This is ItsRickyKee, your music and motivation blog. My name is ItsRickyKee. I'm a German-Japanese born artist from Europe. I'm living in Atlanta since 2014. The first episode, we will talk about how to actually be prepared before you hit the recording studio. Welcome to my music and motivation blog, episode 1, season 1. In this first episode, I would like to introduce you to my good friend and producer, Brandon Consbruck. What's going on, Brandon? How you doing?
Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Conzbruck here. Thanks, Ricky, for introducing me and having this interview here. Anyways, so I think it's real important for every artist that's going to come into any studio, mine or major studio or whatever, to really have themselves together, have the whole song written and rehearsed, and just know how they want the cadence and the pitches to go. And if they have a producer that's coming with them, then they need to know what's the game plan, so you come in there and you're not wasting time and wasting money. I've done enough recording to know that people who are prepared and come in ready to go, they sound like it on the microphone. It feels more believable instead of having to read it off your phone or some paper or something. And really it's about capturing the feeling and energy of your song. So I've been on Ricky before. I've had to tell him a few times, man, I need you to come in prepared. And and that was in the beginning stages. So when you find people you click with and you got a good vibe with, what I'm saying, try to stick with it. Certain people are supposed to be in your life and certain people ain't, and you will be able to tell over time. Some people take a little longer than others, but with Ricky and me, it was a really quick connection. We linked up at the music store here in Atlanta called Ken Stanton Music. Next thing you know, we're recording one of his singles, and we gelled real good. So that's been about 4 years ago now, and it's been a great experience. So I think preparation is key to anything in life, with this music and anything else you are trying to accomplish. So set yourself goals, come in prepared and know how you want your music to sound. Because the artists that come into my studio and know what they want to hear, whatever genre, if it's rock or hip hop and trap, or if it's jazz or whatever, when they know how they want it to sound, it comes out overall just so much better with the performance while we're recording, with the mixing and mastering process. It makes the song that much bigger. So while you're working on your song, if you feel like this ain't big enough or it's not there yet, then my advice is to get on it right there. Play around. It should be fun, and find that sound and find that energy that matches the vibe you want the song to display. And
Absolutely. For all the people out there who probably don't know who you are, let them know a little bit about who you are, what it is you actually do, and how long you've been doing it.
Yeah, thanks, Ricky, man. My name is Brandon Consbruck. I'm a local engineer, musician here in Atlanta, Georgia. Started out about 10 years ago working on Fruity Loops and making beats and just trying to, enjoy myself, what I was doing. And next thing you know, I got a small team of guys that want to record, and so we started making songs and mixtapes. And for about 5 years, I did that back home. And after really finding this passion for music and creating something, I came to Atlanta, started working with Ricky Official. I was going to school at the Art Institute of Atlanta. I got my bachelor's degree in audio production. And it's a good experience. Met a lot of really cool people. They taught me a whole lot more than just about producing music and engineering the songs. They exposed me to so many other avenues. You can do sound design, you can do audio books. You could be the audio guy at the Phillips Arena, or the Mercedes Stadium. There's so many things that you can really do with audio, but it's about being creative, and that's my deepest passion, is creating. If it's just music, if it's videos, if it's photography, painting, anything, just something to let the creative energy flow. And so it's been a good journey, you know, from start to finish. And I mean, not finish, but starting now making this music. You know, so I got about 10 years in, and I feel like finally now, you know, I'm reaching the standard that I wanted to reach. And I still want to get better, you know, but it's a progression. So be patient, love what you're doing, you know, put as much time into it as you can, because the faster, you know, the more you do that, the faster you're going to get there.
One more thing that I want to point out to all you guys out there who are in the beginning stages of might not knowing what to do before you get into the studio, like B already said, definitely make sure you rehearse your lyrics, make sure you have everything like your inflections and all your stuff that you want to do from your ad-libs, which are the small little parts like the oohs and ahs for the people who don't know what an ad-lib is, that you want to use to basically build up your song more. Have that in mind already, maybe, you know, so wherever you want to have a drop, or, you know, help the engineer that you work with by already providing that in your mind, you know, making sure you're as prepared as possible, because it makes it cheaper for you, which is, you know, beneficial for you, because a lot of times if you don't have your own equipment, or you don't have the knowledge of how to record yourself professionally, you rely on the studio and the studio time, and most of the time it's, you know, expensive. You know, most of us artists, we don't really have the money to really pay for studio time like that, and most of us really have to save up hard in order to get 1 or 2 days of studio time. So just keep that in mind whenever you are getting ready to hit the studio. Another thing that I want you guys to think about is, think about who you are as an artist. What type of sound do I go for? What type of music do I want to put out in the world, right? Do I want to do 80s hair rock, right? Do I want to do death metal? Do I want to do hip hop? Do I want to do jazz with maybe hip hop fusion elements in there? And at the same time also know, okay, what type of listeners are out there in that genre that I'm catering to? How old are they? Where do they live? How can I reach them? Which events in my city are out there where I can meet those people, those listeners? Because, you know, I don't want you to forget that besides the online promotion, music is really about meeting people and, you know, making connections. Even for the introvert, you know, because I'm not really an extrovert like that. A lot of times when I'm by myself and writing my lyrics, I feel the most comfortable. And getting out of my comfort zone sometimes takes a little bit of more effort for me in order to really go and, you know, push myself out there. But if you really want to make it as an artist, I feel it's really important to go out there, go to an open mic, go to an event, even if you don't perform, you know, just watch other people interact on stage and learn their behavior and learn their mannerisms on stage. Take away what you thought was good and what wasn't good, and, you know, see the crowd reactions. You know, most of the time you can really learn a lot by just watching people interact and the crowd reaction that you get out of it, and try to integrate that in your way. You know, not to copy anybody, but the greatest performers of all time, they studied their craft. They studied their movements. So make sure before you go on stage or the studio, check their techniques and, you know, research about what they do. And that makes your experience in the studio or on stage so much greater and more prepared. Not being prepared costs you. You know, you might want to think about, okay, I can just do this on the fly. And some people can, but most of us, we can't. You know, it's just costly, because one thing we all try to figure out as artists most of the time is how to manage our time, right? So you want to make sure that you are as prepared as possible in all aspects of your music. So that's one thing I really want you to think about. I'm gonna do more videos on how to prepare yourself in detail for certain things, like Instagram scheduling and how to prepare your song before you actually put it out there. We're gonna do some more videos on that as well, and I'm really excited about that. But that's the gist of this video that I want you to take away. And yeah, that's really all I have to say for this video, and I hope you got some value out of this. I hope you enjoyed what we've been talking about today, and if so, then make sure to tune in into the next episode that will be coming up. I'm trying to release a video every Sunday, so make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell in order to stay on top of things. It's your boy Ricky Key, aka Ricky Official. Thanks for tuning in.